Hello and welcome friends once again to my channel Manoj Goyal Insight of Facility Management. Today I am going to share a very important topic with you which is called e-waste and electronic waste. I somehow feel that a lot of corporate they know about e-waste but they tend to forget about its importance. In my previous tenures, what I've seen, there was a separate department for handling e-waste and paper waste. But a lot of corporates, they do not know about this important piece, and they kind of, end up handing over all the e-waste to their normal scrap dealers, which should not be the case. So, whatever details I know, whatever knowledge I have about e-waste, I am going to share this with you today. So before we start our presentation, the details, I would like you to subscribe my channel if you have not done so far. So this is going to help you out a lot. So as you can share this video with your friends, colleagues, and different corporates, so they can also be benefited out of it. So let us start the presentation on e-waste today. So table of content, what I am going to discuss about e-waste today is its definition, types of e-waste, its environmental effects of e-waste, steps to reduce e-waste, and disposal process. These are the 5 main components that we are going to discuss today, out of which the effects of e-waste, which may be known to all, but somehow people are ignorant about it. And what step do we follow at our offices, to reduce the e-waste? And mind you, there are very interesting ways, that you can reduce the e-waste. And last and but not the least is the disposal process. Okay, so first of all, we'll say what is e-waste. The term e-waste often referred to somebody calls it electronic waste, somebody calls it e-scrap also. It describes as the electronics, the used electronics, that have lived their life and are being discarded or donated or recycled. So the electronic items, which are not in use, which are of no use, at your end. So you normally term them as a e-waste, right? So this is what we call e-waste is. What all do you consider as e-waste at your office and home? Primarily what we have seen, the major appliances are refrigerators, washing machines, dryers, ACs, etc. These are the major appliances. Then we can say small appliances like vacuum cleaners, iron, blenders, fryers, etc. You get these items at your home and sometimes at your office also in the pantry. And then computer and telecommunication appliances, laptops, PC, mostly found in offices, telephone sets, mobile phones, So these are primarily the items, that you consider as e-waste. Now, out of all, there are some most hazardous electronic items, at your office. So if you actually see, these are LCD desktop monitors, these are laptops, these are LCD televisions, these are normal plasma televisions, these are landline phone sets, mobile phones, your LED bulbs and tube lights, your vending machines, your fans and exhaust fans, and your TVs and computers with cathode ray tubes. So these are primarily the e-waste items, that you found in your office. And everybody has, these kind of items as an e-waste, in their offices. Now we would like to see the environmental effects of e-waste, and there are 5 major, out of all, I have considered these 5 as major environmental effects. Now these are, these generate toxins that contaminates soil, means poison. So whenever you discard any e-waste and you throw it away, it creates a lot of poison and that contaminates that spoil our soil. Then comes water pollution. As you all know, it creates a lot of water pollution also. It also creates a lot of damage to our atmosphere because of air pollution, or you can say water pollution. So atmosphere, everything comes under atmosphere. So it damages our atmosphere up to a greater extent. Drain on resources. Drain on resources means, either the organizational resource or the natural resources, it drains out all the resources. So it costs the organization a large amount of money, lot of money. Indirectly and directly both. Then comes, health issues in humans and wildlife. Obviously, when there will be a lot of toxins, spread here and there in the soil, in the water, in the air, So it ultimately affects the health of humans and the wildlife animals too. Now, e-waste contains hundreds of substances, of which many are toxic. Not all, but many are toxic. This includes mercury, lead, arsenic, cadmium, selenium, chromium, and flame bottlenecks. These are the kind of chemicals that gets generated out of these e-waste. Whenever you throw them out or dispose it off. If you do not dispose them off properly, these tend to be very harmful for any human or any wildlife animal. So guys, these are the major environmental effects of e-waste, that we tend to forget. Okay. Now, the important part is that, how can you reduce your e-waste in your office? When we say reduction of e-waste in your office, we say minimizing e-waste is very important. Now, how do we minimize, this e-waste? First, reevaluate the item that has been termed as e-waste. Now, what happens, in a lot of offices, what we have seen, we make a equipment life cycle change process. In that, let's say we say that after 5 years, we are going to discard this AC. And a lot of companies do also. They discard the ACs after 5 years, irrespective whether it is functioning or not functioning, but they discard it because of its life cycle replacement policy. So, what I'm trying to say here is that, you can reevaluate the item that has been termed as e-waste means when it has lived its life that has been denoted by you, let's say 5 years or 7 years or 8 years or XYZ, please reevaluate that item, whether it is to be discarded or not at this moment. If it is running fine, then you can maybe delay it for a year or two, right? So you can always reevaluate the item. Second is extend the life of electronics by way of PPM and AMC to be given to OEM only. Here, this is a very interesting point. A lot of corporates, they do not follow this. What I'm trying to say here is that, if we do preventive planned maintenance of all the equipment, then its life tend to get increased. And, its AMC should be given to the OEM only. OEM means original equipment manufacturer. So let's, for example, you buy an AC of X company, and if you give the AMC to the X company only, so they know how to deal with that AC. They know how to treat that AC. They know the whereabouts of that AC, right? So they will maintain it well. And then when they will maintain it well, so automatically its lifestyle gets increased, right? This is what I'm trying to say here. Okay, so third point is buy environment friendly electronics. Now, this is also quite interesting. I'll again give you an example of AC. That in India also the government has decided to introduce and launch only those ACs which has R series gas, which is ozone depleting gas, right? They are less harmful, rather do not harm the environment, right? So what I'm recommending out here is that that please buy an electronic product which is environmental friendly, right? Next is donate under CSR program. CSR means corporate social responsibility. So if you have not tied up with any CSR at the moment, please do so. Tie up with some CSR institution, and under CSR program, please donate all these electronic equipments which are of no use to you per se, right? So this is how you can minimize or reduce the e-waste in your office. Now comes the important piece, it's disposal. Friends, disposal, the first step of disposal is that you need to collect the e-waste. The collection of e-waste is the first and foremost step. Why I am saying so? Because it should not be the case that you forget to collect the items which are termed as e-waste only. So the first and foremost is to collect the items which are termed as an e-waste. Next, engage a certified e-waste recycler. So there may be any number of e-waste vendors floating in the market, but you need to only pick up those who are certified as an e-waste recycler. Right? It's very important. They have a authority, they have a certification that they dispose of that e-waste in a very eco-friendly way. Right? It is quite safe and responsible way of recycling your e-waste. The vendor should be officially certified by the Basel Action Network. I'll tell you about ban, but let me give an example out here. So, as you all must be, getting your DG serviced, right? And most of the even OEM service partners, who appoint certain service vendors, they do not collect the lube oils, which is a used lube oil that comes out from the DG, right? So it is a responsibility to know or to ensure that a certified vendor is only picking up that lube oil. The way he carries that lube oil, the way he is making end use of the lube oil is very important. It should not be the case that he picks it up from your office and it gets spilled over on the road. So they normally drain it out in the sewerage. So that should not be the case. So it should be officially certified by ban or by some government authorities. Now ban is something like is a non-profit organization based in Seattle, Washington, US, of recycling companies which are dedicated to recycling e-waste in a safe and responsible way. It may not be necessary that every vendor, every recycler is a ban certified. There are Indian companies also who normally certify, government also certifies a lot of recyclers, who are responsible to, dispose of the e-waste in a very eco-friendly way. But the vendor should be certified. There are certified recyclers available in India also. Next point is donate your old electronics. You can very well donate your old electronics also. There are, under CSR you may donate it to either an NGO or a students organization, or you may identify some non-profit organizations and some local social communities. Those have recycling options in a structured and constructive way. And donate all your old electronics and get a certificate of audit and compliance in return. A lot of paper recycling vendors also, they give you certificate and they pick up your paper waste, right? So likewise, there are multiple certified e-recyclers in the market floating around who will give you a authentication and a certificate to achieve your audit and compliance, right? So there are many organizations whom you can donate all your old electronics, right? Now you should ask yourself, these two questions before disposing your old electronics. Do not follow a simple process. X equipment has lived its life under life cycle replacement policy. You pick it up and dispose it off. It should not be the case. You should also reevaluate your old electronics whether it stands eligible for e-waste or not. First, is the electronic item working? Second, does the computer have any of your personal information? So this is also a very important piece. You need to ensure before disposing it off, before handing it over to any e-waste recycler, you need to ensure that whether any device, laptop or a PC or a tablet or anything mobile contains your personal information or not. Next point is sell off your old outdated technology. This is very important. As per old saying, one man's junk is another man's treasure. हो सकता है कोई चीज आपके लिए बेकार हो गई हो बट दूसरे के लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट. उसको जैसे खजाना मिल गया, राइट? जैसे आप कोई टैबलेट यूज कर रहे हैं या आईपैड यूज कर रहे हैं, आप कई साल से यूज कर रहे हैं, आप बोर हो गए हो, आप किसी को दे देते हो, तो आप सोचिए उसका ड्रीम कम ट्रू हो गया कि मेरे को आईपैड मिल गया, मेरे को टैबलेट मिल गया चलाने के लिए, मेरे को लैपटॉप मिल गया चलाने के लिए, राइट? सो use this method to get rid of your old unused gadgets and electronics. Even selling it online may fetch you some money and help getting rid of your outdated electronics. Even some electronic shops are always ready to buy your old electronics. So this is enough to actually evaluate yourself, your decision that whether you should sell it off or not. See, this is a PPT that I'm running through. If in case you want to focus, you want to write it down, then you can do one thing. You can pause my video and take a photo of that, right? So that you can read it up later. Give it back to your OEM. As I've said in the past also, that please make a understanding or write exchange an MOU with your OEM partner, that whomsoever you point to buy that electronic, and whenever you dispose it off or sell it off, you may give it back to your OEM in exchange of some new product, like you do at your home. So this is basically a lot of electronic companies have an exchange policy whereby they take back your old gadgets when you buy a later version, sometimes offering you a discount on a new purchase. So this is as simple as making a deal with your OEM partner and giving him back that old equipment and take a new one. So a few recycling companies have set up electronic drop-off initiatives along with drop-off points for products such as cell phones and tablets, after which they are recycled. Earlier days I used to work for a bank, and there we used to have a Dropbox vendor. So our customers used to drop their card payment checks in those drop boxes, right? When we did not have the process of online payment and various portals for making an online payment. So then customer used to drop off their checks in the drop off location, placed in different markets, different colonies and different places, right? Likewise, there are many resellers in the market who have installed these drop boxes at various locations, and so you can simply go and drop off your old gadget or electronic items there, and preferably cell phones and tablets because they are small in nature, and that's how they can get notified, and they will pick it up and then can get you back for certain things. So you may choose to use this facility. However, I do not recommend this option for small corporates, whereas large corporates may opt this. Why I am saying so? Because small corporates may have different branches scattered all over as per geographical spread, and they do not generate much of that electronics, whereas large corporate move to the e-waste, right? And it may be in the case of small corporates also. So, but you may opt this option, if it is available with your recycling vendor. Okay, the last but not the least is precautions to take before donating or recycling your electronics and safeguard both the environment and your sensitive information. Like we have said, electronics are an important part of our lives today, but the reverse side is the e-waste that comes along with it. As we all say that electronics are the very important integral part of our lives today, but yes, the reverse side of it is the e-waste. So what you can do, or maybe precautions you can take, as we all say prevention is better than cure, that you may choose to upgrade your laptop PCs instead of simply replacing it. Like you have a certain GB RAM in your laptop and you are running short of space, so you can get a higher version of RAM installed in your laptop. That's how you can increase its life, right? Format all your personal information from your products before discarding. This is very important point. And you should also take out your batteries from your gadget before getting rid of them, because batteries generate a lot of toxic chemicals other than the normal electronic waste, right? So these are the precautions that you need to take before giving it to someone as a donation or recycling. So guys, I have this one information with me which I have shared with you today. I hope you must have liked it, and thank you for watching me, listening to me. The only deal that I request from you is that please like my channel, subscribe my channel, share my channel to a lot of people, lot of corporates whom you know, so that maximum people get benefit out of it. Also, please comment on my channel and tell me about the experience going through this presentation about e-waste. What are information you have liked, any feedback, any suggestion that you want to give, please do so. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bye bye.